The Alberta College of Art and Design is located in Calgary. We offer 4-year degrees in design and in fine arts. When a student arrives here, their first year is a general year. Classes in 2 and 3D design, they have to take classes in 2 and 3D art making, and they have to take general art history courses. And it means that you get exposed to a really wide range of working methodologies and ways of thinking and materials.
The course load was a lot heavier than I expected, but it was really great because it pushed you so much and because you learned such a variety of things as opposed to just focusing solely on one thing.
What we're looking for is someone who is willing to experiment and is willing to try new things.
Students who are hungry and want to come and get a real education in the arts, ACAD can provide that.
Garrett and I have been playing music together since grade 10, and that was before I had known anything about what life would be for me. I think we both had the intention of being in a band so that we could get girls. That was a common theme there.
Mason to me has always been this ball of energy and passion and smiles. It sounds silly, but there's a creativity to him.
I can think about being a kid and every birthday cake I got and all the candles, I'd always blow them out and say like, I wish I was a boy. Until I realized that I didn't think that that was going to be a possibility. I didn't think that that was something you could do. So then I started wishing for Disneyland in my backyard. Growing up, I was identified female at birth. So I never say I used to be female because I feel like I never was really a girl ever. And if I was very bad at it. My parents did the best that they could with the knowledge that they had. They just found like, oh, like we have such just a little tomboy, and they didn't quite know what to think of me. They were so kind though, like they'd let me wear my cousin's clothes, my male cousins that had outgrown their clothes and things. The time when I felt like it could be a reality was in university. A friend had sent me a video of a popular YouTube transgender person and said, oh, this person really reminds me of you, which might have been a gentle nudge and like, hey, like maybe you should look into this. And at first it was extremely terrifying because I was like, oh, well now I actually can do this. This isn't something that's just this distant fantasy. It's something like, oh my gosh, this can be my life.
It's me, gonna pull through.
It was really kind of funny when we met back up again after drifting apart because apart from the details that he was willing to share about the transition, there was still the same interests and still, oh, we should go hit this open mic. The themes in our songwriting, especially songs coming from Mason's background, are definitely something that makes us a little bit unique.
She sings the song in my head.
When we're performing these songs out in public, some dark bar somewhere, I'll step up to the mic and be like, this song is about gender-affirming surgeries, and just going into it and you see people turn. Some folks have it in their head that transgender looks a certain way or presents in a certain way, and it's like, no, the reason you don't know anybody is because we're everywhere.
The nurses stare, disapproving glares as she crawls in right next to me. Oh, oh, oh.
The songs that I sing, I like to make sure that they always have that feminist spin, that we're not putting down women in any way or not putting down minority groups. I think there's enough of that in music. We don't need to do that anymore.
He's got this openness about him that they would know he's a person that you can talk to. He's just able to identify and empathize with people.
She takes the can. I think she's aware that I almost make it this far.
When I think about the topic of being a role model or setting an example or being kind of a face to something, I'm delighted but also terrified. As a teacher, being a transgender person, it shows that I think I have a lot of patience. When I think back to my intention of helping younger folks, youth, I think that's where I feel strongest because that's where the core of my intentions in music and in teaching come from, is just helping these kids where they feel like they have no place to be. So that's where I feel more comfortable taking that role. I find it so important to share my story because I think back to little me, and it would have changed my life completely if I had just known that there was other people in the world like me, that would have made all the difference. So whenever there's an opportunity to speak somewhere or do a presentation, I just absolutely need to do it. I'm kind of reclaiming that for myself, I think. I'm trying to go back in time and make the difference that would have helped me out a lot.